Welcome back. It is Sunday, November 19th in the NBA. My three favorite picks are on the way. It's Austin from Calling Our Shot, joined today by our favorite special guest. I think you guys know who it is. The Broom's back, baby. A 3-0 sweep yesterday. Let's talk about it. Luka Doncic, thanks for doing your job. SGA, really, we've got to shout out Chet Holmgren. He forced overtime, and SGA ended up hitting it in overtime. Ended up with 40 points. It's just what he does. And then Rudy Gobert, double-double, a 3-0 sweep. We take that an 8-0 run. We love to see that. Let's try to go 3-0 today. We also cashed our Underdog fantasy entry. So if you tailed that on Underdog, hopefully you guys made some money with me. We turned $25 into 150 plus almost a 3-unit day. That is what we love to see. Let's try to do it once again today. If you are new, like I said, my name's Austin. Do us a favor, hit that subscribe button, drop a like. We're trying to hit 200,000 subscribers by the end of the year. So we got about a month and 10 days left, give or take. We need to get there. Hit that subscribe button. And of course, like I said, Underdog Fantasy will have another one in this video. They have a free square live right now for Russell Wilson to just get 1 yard. I don't care if you watch football or not. It's a free square. Take advantage of it. Russell Wilson's going to get you 1 yard. It's only for new users. So make sure if you're a new user, sign up with our code COS or the top link in the description. We definitely appreciate all the people that sign up using that code. We really do. And speaking of the NFL, we have 3 other videos that are already live on the channel. We post a best bets video on Friday with 2 1.5 unit plays. Yesterday, we had another player props video plus our long shot video, which you guys love, where we try to turn $10 into $1,000 in just one long shot NFL parlay. We've been so close. I've missed by one leg a couple times. Go check those videos out. I'll link them all in the description and at the end of the video. If you're a big NFL person, definitely go check those videos out. But let's dive into the picks, though. We got 3 of them. Let's try to get this and then hit our Underdog Fantasy entry. Let's dive into the first guy that cashed a 1.5 unit play for us on Friday. His name's Devin Booker. I like his over 27.5 points, minus 104 on FanDuel. Now, there are, if you remember on Friday, we went with this rebounds plus assist line. That line was a little bit soft, but I like his points today, and there's a couple different reasons why. But let's talk about Booker, who has only played in a couple games so far this season. He's played and scored 32, 31, 31, and 24 points this season. So only 4 games. He has attempted 21, 19, 22, and 15 field goal attempts. You saw that last game versus Utah. He respected our money. We took his over in rebounds plus assists. The man had 24 points and 15 assists. Sadly, he was an odds boost victim. There was a Fox and Booker 25 plus points. Yeah, Booker was not allowed to score 25 plus after Fox easily did that. Not his fault. But Utah was double teaming him left and right, and that's why he had 15 assists. They left everyone wide open. And while I'm not saying the Jazz switch up their defensive mindset and game plan here, it obviously didn't work, just doubling Booker and making someone else beat you. Kevin Durant had 38 points, and they made a lot of three-pointers too. So maybe they see maybe Booker going one-on-one tonight. And it's not like he had a bad game. 24 points, obviously 15 assists are nice too for him. But I think he gets back to, his normal 32-ish minutes because he's on kind of a minutes restriction. And maybe he sees an uptick in minutes, maybe 1 or 2. Who knows? But we've seen Booker in this matchup just absolutely destroy the Jazz. His last 10 games versus Utah, he's averaged 32.9 points per game. He scored 30-plus points, hitting this over in 7 of 10, and his other misses were 24, 24, and 27 points. So getting real close to this line. I think tonight he goes over it. If you took his over in points last game, you got wrecked as he had a ton of assists, but I really like this one. This is a Jazz team that without Walker Kessler, not a lot of rim protection, and honestly, we know Devin Booker, he can get to the free throw line 15 times any given night, and it's just a guy, I just don't think they have an individual defender to slow him down. So, maybe they try to defend Durant a little bit differently, who had 38. I really think tonight's a big Booker night. Maybe Booker scores 38 tonight. Even in the limited minutes, he's still going to play 32 minutes, probably attempt 20-something shots. I really like D-Book tonight. Give me his over 27.5 points. Now, my second play is going to be a young guy in his 3rd season. He is a former Rookie of the Year. I haven't bet on him a ton this year, but he's been really good. I've been having my eye on him. Named Scotty Barnes of the Toronto Raptors. Over 18.5 points, minus 120 on DraftKings. Now, I know the question will be, hey, Austin, what if the line goes up to 19.5, which I assume it does. I still like it there. In my opinion, Scotty Barnes is either all or nothing. You either see him score 20-plus points or he's scoring like 14 points. It's just what he does. And honestly, I don't mind his over in points plus assists either. Heck, I'd probably like the over 24.5 points plus assists over the 19.5 points, but I was going hand in hand with both of them. I think he has a great chance at getting it done. And look, Scotty is a guy that's averaging 20.3 points per game this season. He's been really good, and he scored 20-plus points, hitting this over in 8 of 12 games. Now, you look at the 4 games he's gone under, which included the last 2 games, faced some tough matchups. He faced Minnesota, Boston twice when he went under, and then against Dallas. Now, the Minnesota and Boston one I can allow because Boston, a really tough team at scoring in the paint against with Kristaps and all their length down there. And then Minnesota, same thing. They got Rudy Gobert, they got Karl-Anthony Towns, hard to score in the paint, whereas Scotty Barnes not necessarily. He's been shooting well from the three-point line, but not really, going to spam 10 three-pointers and knock down 6 of them. That's not really his game. And then the Dallas one was a game he shot 4 for 15 from the field. look, if he goes out there and shoots 15, 16, 17 times, just doesn't make his shots, whatever. We can live with it at a line at 18.5. But I really like this matchup against the Detroit Pistons, a team that without Jalen Durant, they just don't have a lot of size underneath. Marvin Bagley, they started Kevin Knox last game. This is a team that I just don't trust to defend down low, and that's kind of where Scotty Barnes does the majority of his damage, getting to the hoop and knocking down those shots, getting to the free throw line too. And look at Scotty this season, averaging 16.3 field goal attempts per game. He's normally locked in for 15, 17-ish shots, give or take, and I really like him to get it done tonight. I mean, he's over this line in 7 of 11 games with 15 or more shots. Scotty also playing back at home where he shoots 5% better from the field, 12% better from 3. So clearly this is a guy that's just been, in his whole NBA career, he's always been a guy that plays a lot better at home. And that's not just, him. It's a lot more than just someone. Every NBA player plays a little bit better at home in terms of their averages and shooting percentages. So coming off a couple bad games, I like Scotty to bounce back tonight with 20 plus points. My favorite thing though about Scotty is that even in a blowout, he typically plays. This is a guy that, just like Tyrese Maxey, starts the beginning of the fourth quarter with a lot of the guys on the bench. So that's normally where his production comes from. And even if this game is a 20-point game, which they could blow out the Pistons, absolutely, normally Scotty Barnes will start the fourth, and that's what we love to see. Because that's sometimes where you need some luck to come. I really like Scotty. I'll take his over 18.5 points. Like I said, I like it at 19.5 or his points plus assists. Heck, I even like his PRAs too. But let's move on to my third and final play of the day. It's a former COS Hall of Famer. Yesterday, we relied on Shai Gilgeous-Alexander to take us home. This guy, we've counted on before. It's Darius Garland, baby, of the Cleveland Cavaliers, over 29.5 points plus assists, minus 115 on DraftKings. Now, if this goes up to 30.5, just look at his PRA line. It's normally only 3 difference. Honestly, Garland, not a big rebounder, but he can probably get you 2 rebounds if it goes up to 30.5, and the PRA stays at 32.5. But my favorite individual leg would be his over in points, but I think there's a sneaky value on a double-double here for Darius Garland, a guy that we know is going to have the ball in his hands a ton, and he's a former COS Hall of Famer. What does that mean? Well, he normally respects our money. We're asking him to do that tonight, as Donovan Mitchell, his teammate that shoots a ton, is out tonight. And in Garland's only game this season, which was their last game without Mitchell, 28 points, 10 of 19 shooting, only 3 assists last game, did have 5 turnovers. Now, I think those assists were just an anomaly. Normally, we're used to Garland getting, especially without Donovan Mitchell, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 assists. So I think the assists are going to go up tonight, and that's why I'm taking points plus assists. But the 28 points, I'll take that tonight too. I mean, I expect those assists, like I said, in an advantageous matchup against the Nuggets. I mean, Jokic is going to get the rebounds. He's going to push the pace, and the Nuggets play at a fast pace, whereas I think they're going to have to uptick the pace for the Pistons, or not for the Pistons, for the Cavaliers, who just came off a game versus the Pistons, who play pretty slow. And then we've seen in Garland's last 7 games without Mitchell, dating back to last season, averaged 25.7 points per game and 9.3 assists per game. That's 35 points plus assists. We'll take that. He has had 30 plus points plus assists in 6 of those 7 games. His only miss ended with 26 and only 28 minutes in a blowout. I don't see this game being a blowout. The Cavaliers notoriously don't blow out a ton of teams, and the Nuggets are a team that just does not get blown out a ton. And they're going on the road. The Nuggets do blow out teams more often at home, but on the road, I just don't expect all the role players to show up. So this feels like a really close game where we see Garland see his normal minutes, and maybe he gets the free throw attempts at the end if the Cavs are leading. Either way, I just don't trust the Nuggets to be able to defend him. Plain and simple. KCP, he's a good defender, but you're going to see a lot of screens set by Jared Allen and Evan Mobley going at Nikola Jokic, who's in drop coverage. And Jokic is going to, obviously not going to want to get into foul trouble. So I think Allen and Mobley have some good assist opportunity or point opportunities off some assists from Garland. And I just think this is a great spot to back him. We've seen in his last 3 versus Denver, he's had 22-5, 21-8, and 25-14. Now, biggest thing, 20 field goal attempts all 3 of those games. So he's shooting the ball a ton against them, had a couple bad shooting games, but he's still getting over 20 points. And I really think he could get close to that 25-10 type line tonight. Would not surprise me at all. I mean, Darius Garland's going to have the ball in his hands a ton. Outside of him, it's really Karis LeVert, the other guy that gets the ball in his hands. But outside of those guys, I mean, Max Strus is going to shoot his shots, but he's mostly a good guy for assists. Dean Wade doesn't want to really, he gets the ball and he wants to pass it back to someone. He doesn't want anything to do with the ball. So I really like Darius Garland tonight. He's a COS Hall of Famer. He's respected our money. I really like him tonight. I think he has a big night against the Nuggets at home. Give me his over 29.5 points plus assists. Now let's finally wrap it up with an Underdog fantasy entry, and I think you'll recognize the 3 plays because they're all the same that we already talked about. Darius Garland, Scotty Barnes, and Devin Booker. All 3 plays. We go 3-0. We would turn $25 into $150. I love it. And a reminder on Underdog Fantasy, if you are a new user, not only will you get a Russell Wilson free square for Sunday today, you'll also get a 100% deposit match up to $100. So you deposit $20, now you got 40. Deposit up to 100, now you get 200. It's free money. Take advantage of it. We want to take all of Underdog Fantasy's money, and hopefully this entry smacks so we can take some more of their money. But of course, it's Austin. I'm signing out. Let's have another 3-0 sweep. Let's bring out this bad boy, and I will see you guys once again tomorrow morning on Monday with the return of the ladder challenge. But a reminder, 3 NFL videos popping up on the screen. Go click one of them. I need you to click one of them. What are you doing? Click one of them. Stop listening to me. Click one of the 3 videos on the screen. Let's have a day. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.